कुछ
और
कहना
मैं
चाहते हैं
कुछ
आप?
कहना चाहती थी।
जी, जी, बताइए।
मेरी एज है 78 ईयर्स ओल्ड हूँ मैं। बहू ने, मेरे बेटे ने, बहू ने और मेरे पोते ने मेरे को, जब से मेरे हस्बैंड एक्सपायर हुए, जब से मेरे को मारना पीटना शुरू कर दिया। मैं इतनी परेशान हो गई हूँ सर, मैं आपको बता नहीं सकती। अब 2-3 साल बचे, मेरा फैसला करवा दीजिएगा आप। मेरे देख रेख सब मेरी बेटी करती है। मैं सारा खर्चा वही उठाती है, मेरा सब मैं वही करती है, मेरा पालन पोषण। मेरा फैसला करवा दीजिए सर। मैं बहुत परेशान हो गई, आप सोच नहीं सकते। मैं अपनी जिंदगी से इतनी परेशान हो गई। मैंने अपने बच्चों के लिए बहुत कुछ किया है और इन लोगों ने मेरे को क्या दिया। मेरे हस्बैंड जब से एक्सपायर में मारना शुरू कर दिया मेरे को। या लड़की ना होती तो मैं कहाँ जाती, आप सोच के देखिए सर।
The only thing we're proposing is that a mediation may be referred into, my lords. If I may be allowed to screen share and show you the number of disputes that are
So
pending.
we can refer the disputes to mediation if both of you want.
Yes, my lords. We would like to refer the disputes to mediation, my lords, because it's prejudicial to settle only one limb of the dispute where more than 20 matters are pending between the parties.
Yes, Mr. Oberoi.
Milords, I have no difficulty, but Milords, what they are trying to do is, apart from the arbitration appeal, the subject matter of the arbitration appeal, Milord, there are other family disputes going on.
Mr. Oberoi, ultimately it's mother and son.
Milord, I have no difficulty, Milord.
So everything can be settled.
But
You
My
can
lord,
be.
Milord, that can also go on, Milord. I have no difficulty. But in the meanwhile, since parties had agreed on the last date to appoint a chartered accountant, Milord, if the court can appoint one, and
my lord, it will be highly prejudicial to settle one limb where there are multiple criminal and civil proceedings pending, my lords.
Milord, I have no objection to that, Milord. That can also simultaneously.
My lord, the only problem we reach, we've tried mediation multiple number of times. The only problem is they refuse to get the terms of settlement ratified by a court.
I object to that. I
My,
strongly object to that.
Mr. Rohit, I'll just make my submission, and once I make my submission, we should be in a position to make that call.
Is Miss Agarwal connected? Because she seems to
Yes,
be
my
connected.
lords. My lords, Miss Agarwal is connected. Yesterday when we
Yes,
tried.
Miss Agarwal, 1 second. Let her say. What do you want? कुछ
और
कहना
मैं
चाहते हैं
कुछ
आप?
कहना चाहती थी।
जी, जी, बताइए।
मैं संतोष अग्रवाल। मेरी एज है 78 ईयर्स ओल्ड हूँ मैं। बहू ने, मेरे बेटे ने, बहू ने और मेरे पोते ने मेरे को, जब से मेरे हस्बैंड एक्सपायर हुए, जब से मेरे को मारना पीटना शुरू कर दिया। मैं इतनी परेशान हो गई हूँ सर, मैं आपको बता नहीं सकती। अब 2-3 साल बचे, मेरा फैसला करवा दीजिएगा आप। मेरे देख रेख सब मेरी बेटी करती है। मैं सारा खर्चा वही उठाती है, मेरा सब मैं वही करती है, मेरा पालन पोषण। मेरा फैसला करवा दीजिए सर। मैं बहुत परेशान हो गई, आप सोच नहीं सकते। मैं अपनी जिंदगी से इतनी परेशान हो गई। मैंने अपने बच्चों के लिए बहुत कुछ किया है और इन लोगों ने मेरे को क्या दिया। मेरे हस्बैंड जब से एक्सपायर में मारना शुरू कर दिया मेरे को। मैं बहुत परेशान हो गई सर, मैं आपको बता नहीं सकती। आप ही मेरा फैसला जल्दी से करवा दो। मेरी लड़की को, मेरे ये लड़की के नाम कर दिया। जब से मेरे हस्बैंड एक्सपायर हुए, तब से मैंने अपनी लड़की के नाम कर दिया। मैं कहाँ जाऊँ, लड़की ना होती तो मैं कहाँ जाती, आप सोच के देखिए सर। मेरे से चला भी नहीं जाता, तबीयत ठीक नहीं रहती मेरी। मैं क्या बताऊँ, मैं बस आपसे प्रार्थना करती
ठीक है,
हूँ।
हम कोशिश करते हैं जी।
बस।
हम कोशिश करते हैं खत्म कराने की। Miss Chavda, what are the other disputes?
My lords, there are, if my lords may permit me to screen share a document, my lords, we've made a quick list because there are more than 20 of them.
Please share that.
Yes, my lords. My lords, so if I may take the liberty, there are the disputes between the families are related to two properties, my lords. One is the commercial asset that's before you, my lords. The other one's the dwelling house where the respondents were born. My
You
lords.
see, insofar as what we are concerned with, just
Yes.
go back to the top of the family tree.
Yes, my lords.
Now here, the dispute is between the son and the mother.
My lords,
not the stepson.
My lords, no. The dispute are between the mother and the son, but under the name of the mother, it's the son-in-law and the daughter.
That's all right, but you are showing us a family tree of the other, of the first wife. They are not in dispute with you.
My lords, it's only to clarify that these are the children of Mr. Rajkumar Agarwal. Since on the last date of hearing,
That's right, Miss Chabra. This is very astonishing that the stepson is not finding the real blood son is fighting with his own mother.
My
Rather than
lords,
supporting her, he's causing this problem to her.
my lords, I bow down, but my lords, the facts will be clear once I show you the litigation matrix between the parties. It's
No,
not
why should we look into other litigation? This is with respect to a partnership firm. We had said the partnership firm will be dissolved, let the assets be distributed.
my lords, the only issue with dissolution would be that it would require a determination of the issue in the arbitration award, my lords. If the 34 award is upheld, my lords, then the only share that she'll be entitled to is the shares in the accounts of the firm, my lords. However, if the arbitration award is upheld, then the firm would be dissolved, my lords. So if my lords can
You
decide the
see,
matter
Ms.
on
Chabra,
merit,
Ms. Chabra, position is very simple. If you want to continue the firm, we can permit continuation, but she has to be paid her share in the firm.
my lords, the share of accounts as per clause 16, we are willing to give, my lords. What
So
she's
that is
asking
why we said we'll appoint a chartered accountant who will go into the accounts of the firm.
My lords, in accordance with clause 16, we're more than happy to do it. What she's
What is
asking
clause
for is,
16?
my
What
lords,
is clause 16?
I'll just read it out to you, my lords. My lords, do you have it? May I screen share it for your
Yes,
convenience?
yes. Yes. No, I have it. Read it.
Yeah. That if a partner ceases to be partner of this firm for the reasons of her retirement or otherwise, no appreciation in value of the assets on the basis of the then market value shall be made from the settlement of accounts of such partner, and nor her successors, executors, or
What is
representatives.
what is your understanding of this?
My lords, that he shall be entitled to receive the amounts which are due in the account on the
Yes, sir.
date
But
of
what does
assignment.
it mean? Appreciation in value?
My lord, she is not entitled to the
No,
appreciation
what
of
does that mean? What does that mean?
any asset that belongs to the firm. Any
Yes.
appreciation on that asset will not be with the outgoing partner, but that asset will continue with the remaining partners.
No, there is no difficulty on that. Pay her share. We'll
We are
determine the
willing to pay
value.
her her share,
That
my
is
lord.
why. That is why, Ms. Chabra, we said we'll appoint a chartered accountant who will go into the accounts and give us a report.
My lord,
What is the share?
my lords, I bow down. The only misunderstanding then between the parties was that she wants a liquidation of the assets of the firm, my lords. If you may
You
clarify,
see,
it's in
Ms.
accordance with
Chabra,
clause 16.
Ms. Chabra, if the asset is valued, say, for example, a land and building is valued at 20 crores and she is entitled to 50% of that. That means she is entitled to 10 crores. You may give her 10 crores in cash rather than give her liquidate the asset. How you arrange that money is your outlook,
My lords, the revenue of the firm is zero today, my lords. If I
not
may,
revenue. We are not looking at today. We are looking at when she gave the notice in 2012.
my lords, that notice
As
was
on
never,
that date,
my lords, that notice has never been served on the respondents, and it's an
you
antedated
gave
document.
her, Miss Chabra, you gave a reply in September 2012.
I'm sorry,
There is
my
a,
lords. My
there is
lords,
a,
no, no, no,
there
no,
is
no.
a, she gave a notice in 2011, then you gave a notice in 23rd of August.
My lords, that notice has never been served. It's an antedated document which was created
You,
during arbitration, my lords.
when did you give the notice?
My lords, in 2012.
So we'll take that as the crucial date. You can't say today that I have taken away all the assets, you should get zero value. We
My
will
lord,
have the chartered accountant, anyways, we'll set it down for hearing day after tomorrow. We'll have a chartered accountant look into these accounts. We don't need,
my lords, if I
we
may
were
also
only,
read clause 17 and
Chabra,
show you one litigation matrix, my lords.
Ms. Chabra, we were only thinking of resolving it amicably. We don't need consent of parties to appoint a chartered accountant. We only wanted parties to
Maybe
have a
one
common
clause
chartered
and then you may
accountant.
proceed with. I will bow down to what my lords will say. My lords may put up the matter for final hearing, my lords. Just clause 17 of the deed, my lords. My lords, the deed provides specifically that the remaining partners of the firm will be entitled to the
Ms. Chabra, Ms. Chabra, please understand this. We are not saying that the firm be dissolved. We are not saying that the assets be liquidated. All we are saying is her share be determined and paid to her. How you pay it by, you may pay it in cash, you may pay it by liquidation of assets. That is your outlook. If you want to continue the firm.
My lords, I will just say one thing and I will rest my case, my lords. The share in the firm will be share of the accounts of the firm, my lords.
What do you mean by accounts of the firm? Share
My,
should the
my
Ms.
lords,
Chabra,
profits and losses that the firm incurred. We
Ms.
can
Chabra, how a firm is dissolved is that the entire assets of the
My
firm,
lords, the
including land and
dissolution
building,
of the
has to be
firm is
valid.
in question. For
Sorry?
dissolution of the firm to be determined, we'll have to have an adjudication on the merits of the dispute, my lords.
No, Ms. Chavda,
Mention.
there seems to be some misunderstanding in law. If a partner is leaving the firm, then the assets of the firm have to be valued and partner has to be given the share. You can't say that I'll give you that year's earning.
My lords, there are three partners who, on
Yes.
the detrimental conduct of the appellant, have
Yes,
expressed.
what is her share in the partnership?
My lords, the share might be 60-40, but a partnership firm is not a company. It doesn't work on the concept of shareholding, my lords. It works
That's all right. So you give her a 60% share?
My lords, I'm willing to give her a 60% share in the profit and losses of the firm.
Sorry, Ms. Chavda, sorry. We are not bound by what you want to give her.
My
You
lords,
have, then
my-
Ms. Chavda, she's 60%. We will hold that. You will be given 40% of the partnership of the profits in the firm, and she gets 100%. She gets the company. We will rule it like that. You are 40%, she's 60%. Whatever offer you are making, you get in return. You make an offer. Please remember one thing. We are giving you a choice. You value the firm at 100% and then say she is entitled to this much at 60. Whatever you value, we will give you exactly 40% of that. Now you make an offer. Ask your client, make an offer. We will give him 40% of what he is offering her.
my lords, can I show you the litigation matrix once, and then I'll take instructions.
Yes, we'll have it for hearing. We'll have it for hearing.
So, my lords, will you place it for final hearing?
Yes, we're placing it for final hearing tomorrow. Said, learned counsel for the parties submit that they are not able to arrive at a consensus. I request list for hearing tomorrow. We'll have it tomorrow.
Obliged, my lord.
Serial number 4,
Great.
Shri Ayur
And
Gas.
please ask the son to be connected tomorrow through VC.
My lord, may I